So the first time we podcasted, it was great, and we were in the pocket, and we missed our dismount, and I take responsibility for that.
You don't have to. We both were to blame. I remember the last time we did it, there was a moment, and when I drove home, I said to myself, I said, Pete, this is your people-pleasy lesson today. You wouldn't speak up. Like when you get a massage and the pressure's just too firm.
Interesting.
I'll sit through it.
I'm the opposite.
And you were taking me
I need
too
firmer.
long. Oh, really? You never had a Thai massage where they're like really ripping into you? With the feet?
Feet, I need it as hard as possible.
You want it as hard as possible?
Yeah.
Well, I will endure that, but I won't enjoy it.
Yeah, so I noticed when we were done, because I was done too.
Yeah, you were done too, but maybe you tell me, did you like still have things you wanted to?
Just a good time.
A good time.
I didn't know you.
It's
we got to
hard
know
to-
each other. We laughed.
Well, you came to my birthday party.
Yes, but we pod before that. I'm
No,
saying,
I know. What I'm saying is now we're more comfortable with one another and we've hung out socially. And when you were at my birthday party, and this is a good compliment, I think, I just kept going back to you. Like there are all these people I know, which can be overwhelming.
What? A lot of people that you know?
I like this. I don't like that. I don't like this. I like this, not this.
Explain to people for audio only what you were doing,
This is jazz hands.
which represents a lot of people.
Lots of people. It doesn't matter if I love every single one of them. I'd rather be with one person I sort of like than 50 people I love.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's an extreme version of it.
I just don't like groups. That's why I love stand-up comedy. Shut the fuck up.
Sorry.
Not you. I'm talking to crowds. Sit down.
Right. Lower their mics. You don't care how many people are there. You just need to be at least 50% of the audio.
It doesn't even have to be me. I like stand-up comedy when I'm just watching it.
You like to go to shows?
On my
You wanna-
night-
you wanna
on my
come- you
nights
wanna
off,
come
I
watch
go
my
to
next
lots
show?
of shows. I'm always going to shows. I just like the format of it because it's an agreed upon format where it's like, let's look at that. Like I like movies. You know what I mean? Concerts
get
not
it.
so much because
I
I
get
don't
what
know.
you're
I don't
saying.
know what to do. At a movie, I'm like enjoying it. I'm like, oh, are they going to get out? At music, I'm like, wow, it's that fucking song I heard on a CD.
I
Like,
feel that
who
way about
gives a shit?
concerts. I could listen to the music at home.
Buddy, you mean on this beautiful couch? Throw it on the studio way.
Yeah.
Tom Petty can't harmonize with Tom Petty when it's Tom Petty in real life. He can in
That's
the
where
studio.
I'm going to disagree with you. We'll cut to a clip.
You don't have to live like a refugee. So what happened?
It got
Look,
loud.
I don't think I know.
That yelling really chemically affected me. I just want you to know that.
So you're a Sensi baby too. I'm a Sensi baby. Are you a Sensi baby? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why we get along.
How much money do you have?
On me?
No, in the bank. How much do you have in the bank?
What's my net worth?
Including liquid investments.
A good rule of thumb is if you Google someone's net worth, it's about half. Don't do this.
Why?
Don't do this to me.
Why?
First of all, I made that up. You're Googling
How much money does Pete Holmes have?
You're Googling my net worth.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you if I believe half is over or under.
Okay.
And then you'll tell me if I'm right or wrong.
This. Now it's playful and I like it.
Oh, you better be over half
What
of
is
this,
it?
or you
What is
fucking
it? What
poor
is it?
fucking
What
cuck.
is it? What is it? Cock.
It
What
says
is
your
this
net-
show? Snatch cock? What is it? What does it say?
It says your net worth is $4 million. You have to have more than $2 million. Otherwise, you might need to start going to more comedy shows.
Yeah. I don't. What a weird thing. You've found a nerve. I once. No, I'm interested. Like, why don't I want to admit that?
I know why.
Because you watch comedians and like whenever I see like Louis used to have a bit about like flying commercial.
Real
and
quick,
I
let
was
me
like,
interrupt.
yeah,
when
yeah,
you say Louis, you have to go like this. You have to go, Louis. You have to go
That's
first.
what we do on my pod. I go scandal acknowledged.
Do you?
Yeah, we say
Small
scandal
world.
acknowledged because I want you to know that I know.
So
okay?
go, but just do me a favor.
also
On ours, we go.
Okay, ready? Louis C.K.
No, while you say the name. All right, so actually, take a beat.
Yeah.
Figure out how to do it. You realize you can't, so you just mumble the thing. So it's like, Louis C.K.
Great.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like when you say cancer, if you're an old woman, he has cancer, like that, right?
yes,
You didn't like it.
It's dark.
It's not a one for one.
it's good. It's a good analogy.
But cancer exists.
All right, so take it from my head. I struck. You struck a nerve.
It struck a nerve. Oh, right. Well, Louis had that bit
We were wound for a purpose, my friend.
Oh, right. Louis C.K. had that bit about being on a plane and they had the Wi-Fi and like then the Wi-Fi went off and the guy next to him got mad that the Wi-Fi was turned off. And I'm sitting there watching it going like, this is like peak Louis. I'm like, you don't fly commercial. This guy's in a jet. You know what I mean? So there is, and I feel the same way when I watch a lot of comedians.
Or
I'm
you
like,
want them to be relatable to the audience.
you want them to, and you do. I think if you said one time on stage, you don't want to talk about like money. You don't want to be a fancy boy on stage. If every comedian went on stage and said, I have $4 million and then did their act, it's going to be 70% less fun.
Yeah, but if every comedian goes on stage and says, I like big balloon parties, it would be like, why is everybody talking about the same thing?
Big balloon party?
I'm saying if everybody said, but if one person
I see.
said, if you went on stage
Well,
and
what
said,
I was going to say. Look,
do it.
Caught you hosting. Ali Wong talks about being a millionaire. And after her set, I was like, I really admire that because I would like to talk about what it's like when you become what so many people are trying to become.
You can.
I know you can. And she does it. And it was really cool. But I don't have my angle yet. I have a couple bits about what it's like to be rich. One of them is if you can't find a DVD, you just buy the movie. Like that's one of the ways that you can tell.
That's
you have
also
money.
a bit you could have done in 2008.
I did do it in 2008. I've been doing well for a long time.
Right? No one's no one's looking for the DVDs. I actually have a bit how I identify as a millionaire.
So you're not a millionaire.
Yeah, I am. I'm not anymore. Crypto, but I identify
How
as
much
one.
crypto did you buy?
Buy not much. I've
What
been
do you
in
mean?
it for.
You rented it?
No, I didn't buy. I've been in it for a while.
What do you mean?
So my principal investment is not that high,
Oh,
but it. But
it
I
went way up.
Yeah, and I've sold pieces here and there, but I've just been holding on. It's like it doesn't exist anymore. I just put it away.
How much? Bitcoin,
A lot of Bitcoin,
Ethereum,
tons of it.
Bitcoin Cash,
I do have a little from a little goofy game back in the day.
Ding,
No ding.
Dong,
You can't say those two back to back.
Ding Dong,
Yeah, it's
Gorilla.
no.
I don't know. I'm just-
Although I do have a degenerate ape. Meet him.
Wow. See, I don't expect apes to act well, but this one really is a degenerate.
Mm-hmm.
My brother, who writes comedy as well, wrote a very funny sketch called Ellen Degenerate, and I really liked it.
I want to go back though.
To what?
Catch me hosting. One, I don't have that much Bitcoin. I'm just poor, just like the rest of you.
See?
Just come see me in concert.
This is
Live at the
only
Radio City
so
Hall.
far I've agreed to do this, and it's only hurting my relatability. But you know what's funny is I have a lot of bits about how it's not wonderful. Like I enjoy not having to think about money. That's what's great about money, first and foremost.
Of course.
But then when I go to the uber rich, and I want to be clear, I'm not talking about Conan and I'm not talking about Judd. There's just people that I've met over the years that you go to their house and they're like so lonely and so desperate. I'm like, your mansion becomes a mausoleum.
Speaking of Judd, kind of like in Funny People.
It is like, well, that's what Judd is skewering. Judd has a full life. He has a family. He gives his love and his help
You
to so
talking
many
about
people.
Ashley Judd?
Ashley Judd.
Yes.
Ashley Judd Hirsch. But Judd Apatow has a life outside of himself, and that's super important. But a lot of people, their number comes in. Let's say we're talking like super rich. You have $100 million. I know some of these people, they're never in their homes. They have some place in fucking Malibu. Doesn't matter.
I know one person that for sure has 100 million. I know 3 people that have $100 million.
Combined?
Two, each of them.
JK.
And 2 of them are family men.
That's great. That's not...
So everybody should have $100 million is what I'm getting at.
I mean, that's a great start. I know people... I've been to people's houses that have millions of dollars and a family, and they're stuck somewhere.
Oh yeah!